the staticky shit. Make sure that starts there.
I was saying, you know how to do game capture, or like capture your game on your screen, right?
Nope, I pressed a whole bunch of buttons until it worked.
Okay.
Alright, does anybody want to check and see if that went live?
Yeah.
Yep, you're live.
Joyous me.
And it's showing your Minecraft stream, so you did something right.
I ended up
Yep.
going through a setting that made it so that anything that was displayed on my desktop would show. So the problem there
Yeah.
is that all of my audio quality plays through there, and it reads the microphone through there. So I have to jerry rig it some way better later. But
Okay, here's what I want you to do. Like, you're on your desktop audio, or you want it coming through your desktop audio, or do you?
right now it works. I can cherry pick it later, but for right now it functions.
Hey, if it functions, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I would say.
I'd only have to get your opinion on how the audio quality comes back through.
You forgot me to tell you about your sponsor.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to do it every episode. I didn't want to just
Speaking
assume.
of which, when you upload the next couple ones, if you just find like a midway point, when you edit the next couple of them, if you want to do your sponsorship video in the middle.
Oh, add it into the It Takes Two.
Who's our sponsor? Nord Shadowscape?
No, Ucraft.
Ucraft.
Oh
You'll
man.
never get it right. I love you though.
Is it Ucraft?
I can't believe I have 127 videos on my channel.
I mean, it's spelled EWE, but EWE is pronounced U, like YOU.
Alright, anybody who is actually looking at that stream, does the quality of you guys talking back through come across decently? Or do I need to adjust that setting?
I'm making my coffee, so I'll have to tell you in a second.
It comes across relatively fine. Your volume is a little bit low.
So my volume is low or your volume is low?
I don't know. I'm in the kitchen. Trying to make a cup of coffee.
You can't hear me at all.
Okay, so let's double back and futz with that a bit more. Alright, we're going to leave it here at this setting for a tidbit and then give me your opinions there. Is it doubling at all?
Alright, I gotta take my headset off and put my other headset on to listen, so
No worries.
I'll be right back.
Not as far as I can hear.
Alright. Oh boy, the game.
Yeah, everybody's audio level is like low. And I have my YouTube all the way at max volume.
Alright. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now, because if I can be heard and you can be heard, then it works?
Yes, it works. Yeah, it works. It's just we're very quiet. Like, we're not, like, you can hear us, like, talking, but it's like, you know, like if I'm talking to you right next to you on the couch kind of deal.
Alright. Man, you know what? For posterity's sake, hello, future me. Welcome to your past. I hate you as much as you hate me.
The audio of the party is a little low, but you can still hear it, so.
Alright.
I mean, when I gank it, I can just increase the audio, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
That would be the only thing is I don't know if you can up your party volume. But other than that, it seems
it's a little low, but it's fine. It's not like you can't hear it at all.
I mean, I might be able to
It's just if you have game sounds in the background, like if you ever decided to like put music on or something like that.
Well, I'm sure by that time I could get it taken care of better.
Yeah, you'll get it all figured out. OBS is a little bit of a bitch in the beginning, so.
And now it's my best friend. Alright, well, I got a 3-hour drive I gotta do tomorrow, so...
Alrighty, have a good night, Panda.
If you're wondering, Dagger, I'm going to Fun Spot.
I'd ask, but sounds about right.
My cousin's son is having a birthday party there.
What state is that in?
New Hampshire.
Alright.
So, a bit of a hike.
A bit.
But I get to play Akari Warriors.
ABBA. ABBA!
It doesn't work on the arcade machine.
I know.
I tried.
It's sad.
It looks slightly better in the arcade machine.
I don't believe you.
Slightly. I'm not saying by much, but it looks slightly better. I also can't wait to play some Tempest. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Enjoy the sleep.
I will try. You try and get some as well.
Have a good night.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, if you ever sign into your Microsoft account on your PC, you know, just hitting Windows and G, you can pull up the party and whatnot.
It's
didn't know if
now
you
on
know.
my screen. It looks disgusting.
What? The
If you are watching my stream, you'll understand. It's cluttered. I refuse to clean it.
I don't see anything.
Let me pull it back up again.
It's probably just pulling your Minecraft display and nothing else.
That'd be nice. Let me just absolutely clutter and litter this whole thing. I want to make it slightly messier now. It's a great time.
Alright, good night, everyone.
Good night, Panda.
Alright, does God wish to present thine self in front of me to ensure I have followed the rules correctly?
I can do that. Hello.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
This is my 4th pair of armor.
It's funny. This is your Easter basket if you want to use it.
Ooh, exciting.
These are examples of the Easter eggs. These don't count. But you'll be collecting as many Easter eggs as you can in 5 minutes. Then when you're done, these are the prize barrels. You can pick prizes to turn in your Easter eggs for. Now, if you have a remainder left over, say you get 28 Easter eggs, then you can take the remainder and get 1 item from the 5 eggs box. So, round up.
Out of curiosity, what's the rest of the stuff in the large Easter basket? Because I'm seeing 22 more.
You can take it out and look at it. It's not a problem.
Oh, there's a decent amount of stuff in here. Chickens, llamas. The hell is jelly?
Jelly is an item in the game that I have modded in.
Incredible.
It's a food item. You can eat it on its own, or you can mix it with toast in a workbench to make jelly toast.
Hmm.
You get toast by putting bread in an oven.
Sounds about right. Alright, what's the rest of what we got in here? Decent amount of things. Surprised the quest points weren't more sought after.
Well, there were only 3 players, so Panda didn't want any quest points, so... Actually, Cheese didn't want any quest points either. Where's Historian?
Also, really surprised nobody wanted any monster spawners.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too, to be honest.
That was like my highest priority if I did get anywhere near it.
Okay, so are you ready?
Let me get an actual timer here. Make sure I don't cheat.
I can set a timer for you if you want. It's up to you.
It's your choice.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead. Since we're here and we're doing it, I'll set the timer for you. So, are you ready?
Hold on just one moment. Let me fix
Okie
myself.
dokie. And then I'll take you over to the second event and we'll do that together. And then the rest of the episode's yours.
Alright.
To do with what you will. You're gonna have a much harder time because you can't fly.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go.
Alrighty. Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes. And go. Away he goes. Into the fields, looking for the nefarious Easter eggs.
This is quite the adventure.
Yes. Trying to make it dramatic. Did it work?
Yeah, it's about the same energy as I was going to have if I had done an intro there.
Oh, I cheated you out of your intro. I'm sorry.
No worries. I was contemplating what I would do with it, but didn't come up with anything good.
Well, I can always write you one. I wrote Pandas. Actually, I wrote Pandas outro.
Trying to be a little bit
That
more.
stay cute, stay cuddly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Oh no, I must eat. The worst part about hunting things.
Right?
The second worst part is empty item frames.
Sorry. Oh god. I forgot I left you up on my PC. I can actually see you, kind of, from the couch.
Ooh, exciting.
It's kind of cool, actually. I'm glad you got that one. Nobody got that goddamn dig.
Which one?
The one right next to the brick building.
There's nothing in Shadesland. Why am I bothering? Oh god, this jump boost makes everything horrible.
It's kind of cool that I get to watch you.
This guy's upsides, right?
Yeah, it does. But I am gonna gank your video and edit it, just so you know.
Hold on. You have all the permissions to do anything you want to.
I already have a name for the series. Want to hear it?
Shoot.
It's called Enter Roland.
Oh, good god. Oh man. I keep coming across item frames. Starting to think there's not gonna be anything else out this way. Nothing in Dagger's domain, correct?
Right.
Okay, curve my... Oh, let's go this way, maybe. all times I wish I had ender pearls.
Right? Be a lot faster.
Can't use no elytras. Can't use no fairy rings.
Hey,
Afraid
I
of
tried to
goddamn
give you
heights.
Elytra.
Alright, anything out here by the Farmer's Guild? I'm not seeing any frames here. I think my timer's almost out here.
Alexa, how long on the timer? You got 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah. I'm just coming across nothing but empty frames. Oh well. Do my best with it.
I know where there are more, but I can't tell you. There are more out there, if that's any condolence.
Well,
Oh, you found some.
as is the majority of what I was able to find, it's very limited. Oh, hey, there's some.
Yep, that batch nobody else found either. Looks like you found it.
Well, what I've been doing is anywhere that there is snow, I've just been looking for spaces that don't have grass sticking out. A little bit more of a useful strategy for finding stuff here.
Man, I should pull it up. Time's up.
Nothing else.
Alexa, stop.
Alright.
Alright, count them up.
I'm just gonna make my way back. Now that I've gone through so much food. Yeah, so wonderful.
Hey, you're at a significant disadvantage because you can't fly, so.
Look at that
Sorry
egg.
about that.
I can't touch that egg. Yeah.
No. It's gonna be a bitch cleaning up this event. We'll be finding Easter eggs years later.
Huzzah. It's not horrible for not being able to fly.
No, not bad at all.
So what's that come out to there?
5, 10, 15,
32?
5, 10, 15, 20,
37?
25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 37. Wow.
And I can't fly.
So you can spend 35 out of the regular bins and then you get 1 5 for the remainder.
Alright. Well, for starters, let's bank out that 25, because that's much harder to get than any nether star. Means I still have 5, 10, 15 left to go.
Yep.
Conduit brew. Isn't that just the effects of conduits?
Yes. So it's water breathing, night vision, that sort of stuff.
Alright. Mending has very little usage for me and my playstyle. If I spawn rabbits and kill rabbits, I am seen as treasonous.
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
So we're just gonna take a bunch of quest points. Unless there's something else I wanted in this one. That's the wrong box. Yeah, no. Actually was in this. And, Alright, I'm content. I assume that to get the quest points, you just throw them on the ground.
You throw it at me and I give it to you. So that would be 6. Let me apply that, and then you're gonna want to make your way to Ashtown for the second event.
Alright, all I know is that that is a monster spawner, and now I gotta get eggs for it. Real question
There's
is
and
what to put in it.
six.
Oh,
You now have 11 quest points.
look at this angel ring. It's just there. Alright, you gonna take this box back?
Yeah, I can take the box.
I figured less important for me to have it.
Yeah. So you need to make your way over to
Yeah.
Ashtown. I mean, I can offer you a free TP if you want, because it's just you and me. But that's up to you.
Well, if not, we're gonna have a very lovely adventure where anybody who views my videos gets to see all these amazing builds built in this world.
That's kind of a good thing.
So does she want to self-advertise, or does she want to speed shit up?
I'm just trying to be helpful. You are gonna want to head for the community center.
God, I'm gonna pick up some of the old puppy walking habits at this rate.
Oh man, it didn't even occur to me. Alright.
What?
Well, you kind of really need to be able to fly to do this one, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit so you don't have to be able to fly.
Huh? Oh god.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it.
You still able to see that on the screen?
What is happening?
Do you want to see how I did the puppy running animation 9 times out of 10?
Sure.
Alright, let's actually get back to a pathway and then we'll boot this off. Alright.
You're headed to Northtown.
I am aware of this problem.
Okay, just making sure.
This is also part of the puppy walking. Is don't go to the
Wiggle.
right places.
That's kind of cool.
You had to very much bound along happy-go-lucky. There's nothing better to do while running. It's an eyesore. Ah! Look at it. Ah! Alright, it's time to move along. It's gonna become an ongoing bit every time I go past that building until it is gone. Oh no, water, my greatest fear. Whatever will I do? Stare to BW Mart, that sounds like a plan. I think community center was this direction. Time to follow the sheep. It will lead me to the.
Oh, don't follow the sheep.
This will lead me to the community center eventually. It's the motel. Community center should be this way. This town is big. I'm not coming here often enough.
It is big. But the community center is also big, so.
The only thing I can easily find here is a radio tower.
Well, you could probably see the community center from the radio tower. No, you really can't.
No, I forgot that the community center is what used to be the BW Mart. I forgot that
Yes.
happened. I walked right past it. I'm proud of myself.
That's good job.
Oh, looks like the bridge is out.
There's a button on the side.
Oh well, it's just time to go around it. Let's see, is there any new quests available? No.
No, I was trying to get Panda to do the radio one, and he's like, "Oh, I got more important stuff to do."
And now, viewers, take a look at this beautiful map.
Yes, I worked hard on that map.
I can now walk away just like another favorite moldy individual.
Alright, that should be plenty. Did you make it to the community center?
I am staring at a map like one would stare at a torch.
Gotcha. I'm trying to jump over the fence and it's just not working.
You don't have
Alright, over here. Roland. Time
Hold
for
on.
God to tell you how to play the game.
Let me get into my formal wear. You're having many problems with the formal wear. I can see it in your eye, whichever way you're looking.
There are also 2 shops here, but that's for after. So this is a banner hunt. There are 3 different types of banners that you're going to be looking for. You will get 5 minutes like you did for the Easter egg hunt for each banner type. So you either come back when the 5 minutes are up, which means you failed, or when you have 10 of that specific banner, which means you win. Each banner, if you get all 10 of them, is worth 5 quest points each, for a total of 15 altogether. Now the other players requested that I start the timer after they got out of the building, which I think is only fair, so I'll do the same thing for you. So do you have any questions before I show you the first banner?
Oh, so the banners get viewed after, okay.
Yeah, I show you the banner, you go outside, I set a timer.
No, everything seems to be about right.
Okay. So this is the first banner. Take a good hard look at it. Let me know when you're outside. Come back with 10 before the 5 minutes is up. There are more than 10 out there.
Okay. And outside.
Okay. Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes. And go.
I imagine that they're not going to be impossible to find.
No. There's also none on Panda's property, so that should help.
Are they
It's all in the city proper.
all outside of
City
buildings,
proper. Yeah, they're all outside of buildings, not any inside.
right? Alright, because I saw the one on the porch. Just wanted to clarify. Alright, let's get into actual town, because I imagine that's where the majority of this is going to be. Do I get bonus points for getting more than 10?
No.
Oh.
You should come back when you have 10.
Oh, there it is. But there's 2. Do I want this one or that one? Decisions. I can't choose. I'm taking both. No one saw anything.
It's okay. I had to quickly, at the last minute, put a whole bunch on the ground because most of them were on, like, up high. And I'm like, he doesn't have an angel ring.
That is true.
Dun da da da! You got 10, didn't you?
Yes, I definitely have 10.
Well, hand him over. Let's see if he has 10. Yes, you got 10. Woo! So you won that round. Beautiful. Alexa, stop the timer. Alright. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Take a good hard long look at it. And let me know when you're outside.
Call to the Lord! The sunlight is lit!
Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes. Go.
Ooh, that's a random hole in the ground.
Be careful for random holes.
Yeah, I need to double check that.
Alexa, cancel timer. Alright. Ding, 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 ding. Hand him over. And that's 10. Alright, last banner.
I wish. I wish we hadn't put so many on the ground. There's so many on the ground. Start it now. We both know that I'm gonna get this in less than 2 minutes.
Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes.
Oh man, look at this convenient 5 immediately up 6, 7, 8 upon crossing the bridge. Yes. Oh, there's 9, 10. There's yeah.
No, it was harder when it was supposed to be like 3 players at once, all trying to get them. So.
Yes.
So, since you were at a disadvantage for the other one, you guess you got an advantage for this one.
My advantage being landlocked.
Yes. Just think about me, who has to clean up all these banners after the fact.
Sounds like it's time for community service. What kind of time I got left on this timer?
Alexa, how long on the timer? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Are you cleaning up the banners with your extra time? Thank you. Oh my god.
'Twas to be expected. Oh, I got my 5th one.
I think you've got more than 5.
No, I've only got 3. Oh, that's 4.
Uh-huh. The hell was that?
That was a phone.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta hurry up. My timer's gonna be running out soon.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find them
You don't
all.
want to miss.
What will I do?
Don't want to be like Chris.
Hello.
Hey.
How much time we got?
Alexa, how long on the timer? 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Sounds like opportunity.
Oh. Boy. I'm gonna go back to standing on the food table. Oh, also all the food here is free, so if you want to take it off the item frames after the fact, you're more than welcome.
gotta hurry back. It's almost a minute and a half. Okay, I think I've got enough.
Okay, let's see him. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, no, yeah, I was about to say, that's only 10. I mean, 9. There you go. Alright, ding ding ding, you have won. This is all the free food. If you want free food, give me a second and I'm gonna give you your... Alexa, stop! There it goes.
Just within the timer, I win, yeah.
Players add... Okay, quest points... 15. Now you have 26. But there you go.
I need your thoughts and opinions.
On what?
This banner shop, I think it needs more banners.
Oh God. You have fun with that. I'm gonna go break the high up banners. Or as many as I can find.
Perfect. Just the way it was intended to be.
Okay, Faye. What am I gonna do with you, huh?
I mean, interdimensional doggos tend to be a really good option.
But you are no longer interdimensional doggo.
Let's see. Large Easter bags gets 45 emerald blocks. Here's a cookie.
Shit is expensive.
Here's a cookie. Man, I'm so glad I didn't buy an Easter box with my Easter eggs. 5 emerald blocks for a shulker chest. It's incredible.
I'm not worried about you having oodles of shulker chests. You would not believe how many Dorian has.
Yeah, probably not.
A lot. He's got a shulker box tree. Gives him 3 shulker boxes every episode.
Yeah, sounds alright.
And this game's been going on for at least a year or more since that was a thing.
So, I'm gonna guess that not everybody did the quest for the radio towers then.
Yeah, Panda didn't do it. I'm trying to get him to do it, and he didn't do it. So I'm gonna try one more time next episode, and if he doesn't do it, then I'm just gonna call it done.
Curious, because I'm a quest doer. I need more quests.
Well, I will work on it.
Gotta run it again.
But like I said, it's not gonna give you any extra quest points if you run it again.
Yeah, but I can build up reputation, and then by the time a new quest comes out, I'll have so much respect points that she's gonna give me like 80.
No, I don't think it works that way. Just saying.
What? Optimal grinding methods.
No, this is not a repeatable quest. We don't have much of those anymore.
Begs the question.
Well, once the quest points were introduced, I didn't want to give quest points out repeatedly for the same thing. So, I mean, there may end up being repeatable quests, but you won't get points for them. You'll get rewards.
Didn't we have the quest tokens a forever ago?
There were achievement coins, and nobody really seemed too interested in them at all. So I did away with them. I
And
did
now it's
away with a lot of stuff.
Now it's a magical floating number and everything's changed.
I know. Well, you could buy stuff with the magical floating number. You couldn't really buy anything with achievement coins. It was just, you know, bragging rights. So people don't seem to like bragging rights.
Hey, I don't like having rights. Give me money. I gotta say though,
Well, you
Ashtown is now one of the cleanest towns. These trash cans are empty. Sanitation workers doing a good job.
That would be Shane.
Wait, we actually have a sanitation worker.
We have a groundskeeper, yeah, essentially.
Man, I was patting myself on the back. I've been patting somebody else's back. Oh man. Turns have tabled.
I think that's all of them. I think I got them. I think. Are you done buying anything from the shop that you wanted to buy?
I actually didn't pick anything up there. I'm all set.
Okay, I just want to make sure you were set before I start tearing this stuff down.
Ultimately, I'm enjoying the speed at which I'm getting shulker chests. Getting too many too quick by buying up flour bags which feel cheap.
Oh my god! There's so many fucking banners!
I had 16 of like each.
Oh my god.
I had a lot of spare time on my hands.
I noticed. Well, the worst part is I thought about giving you 10 minutes because you were bound to the ground. I'm like, no, I think 5 minutes will do.
1 minute power. Let's do this.
Oh my god, there's so many. They're everywhere.
Oh Jesus Christ. That hot dog. That's a lot of food.
I tried to tell you, the modded food is the best food.
Like, that was like what? 6 hots? Or 6 food
Yeah, something
bombs?
like that. I keep telling people and they're like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep eating melons.
It never ceases to surprise me how much time he spends eating melons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even when we played Skyblock, he kept eating melons. We had
Yep.
like steak and pie. Kept eating melons. Kept stopping every 5 seconds to eat. Complained about having to stop every 5 seconds to eat. Kept eating melons.
Yep. Somebody bought Easter basket. Oh yeah, it was Dorian. Oh, I can't wait for sheep to meet you.
Why is that?
That'll be interesting. Cause you guys are like polar opposites. She is all good nature and completely naive to the ways of the world and just happy and
Roland's
you are,
opportunistic.
yeah. So I think that'll be an interesting thing. Sheep is like me when I first moved here. She's very naive.
Who knows? They say opposites attract.
You did take all the food. Good. Okay.
I hunger. It's eternal.
I'm glad you took it. Nobody else ever takes any of it. I'm like, guys, this is like the best food in the game. Uh-huh. That's great. But really, it's like the best food. Uh-huh. Okay. Suit yourself.
Do we
When the
happen to
update
have
came out,
Sorry, go ahead.
when the food update came out, and they're like, I'm hungry. I could try to tell you.
Saturation's a thing.
Yes.
You know, do we have like a miners group that sells ores specifically?
No, we do not.
Alright. So I'm gonna do this by hand. Let's go. Gotta be decorative and make it look pretty. This is the rules instilled to me upon by a god. God's an ass. Would make me revamp an entire skyblock.
Hey, Tyler had something to do with that too. It wasn't just me.
It's like 200 hours of revamping.
It was ugly. You can't have ugly.
It was functional.
Ugly.
Functional.
Potato, potato.
Worked as intended.
Ugly.
Now it's green. Very green.
Yes, which is much better.
Alright, let's go through these quest book and tackle things in order. Ah yes, David's talk box is empty. I must go to the other talk box. Uh-oh, his bomb is gone. Something has happened. We need this book.
Okay, good. That's all cleaned up. Alright, I gotta go pee.
Don't fall in.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Probably only befitting to read this in character. What is the voice of Roland? I believe something to this nature. Alright. Would you care to sit on these readings? Has taken off. Hey David, I found this quest book in a trash can somewhere. I don't know many people who are local, but I know to keep talking about someone named Adam. Think you could bring him to me? No, that's... God, I'm awful at reading this. Let's not do that. Cut this one out later. No. Sounds too forward for Roland, but you know, almost out of character. David gives you the stank eye. Are you feeling alright? He takes the book from you and thumbs through it. This is from the magic shopkeeper, and he dusts off the cover, filling the room with a temporary cloud of dust. It's old as hell. Even if it's still looking for the nearest portal junction, I wouldn't take you to Adam about it. His eyes light up, literally. Hey, I've got a good idea. Why don't you go make some new friends? He places his hands on his chin, looking perplexed. Let's see. Ashtown is devoid of magic folk since Panda ran that girl off. Twitch Meadows has Penelope and Rita, he trails off thinking. And I think Beatrice is the only magic folk in Glacier? But no. That is the worst idea. He looks back at you, a grin on his face. In Torch Meadows, there's two magic folk you can ask about at that junction. Rita, who is the local witch, and Penelope. I think she does interior decorating now. She used to own a flower shop, but that's a long story. She lives in the bunker, and Rita is out by the netherrack portals. Go introduce yourself. He hits you gently on the back. Go get a tiger. Alright. Now, I appreciate your words of wisdom. I figure best to respond to you now.
I gotta. Dorian's on his way home, so I gotta run.
Alright, have fun. I'll be here.
Alright. Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
Later. that should tackle the first book of many. Let's go through in order, though. It should be this one. Anybody would like to read through my responses? And on to his response. You don't need to pay me anything, Roland. Just try to do right by me, is all I ask. I own this place outright, and there's no utilities to worry about. Most of what I need is run on magic, and being a scarecrow, I don't require much. As far as work goes, I know there's job postings on the lecterns in the neighboring towns of Ash and Torch Meadows. There's the community centers. That might be a good place to start. Alright. And then I believe this is the last one. He takes the tea and flowers from you and raises an eyebrow just ever so slightly. Thanks, man. I didn't expect this, but I guess I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. He lets out a chuckle. Alrighty. What else we got left in the quiz book to do? Alright, looks like we got work to do with Fern. And, oh no, not Grandma Silly. She will talk my ear off for hours. That is a spider that I think we need to find her something to sleep. Because a long chat and a ample number of stories does not seem to do the job. Well, let's set up Grandma Sully first, as Fern is way over yonder. As I had said to Grandma Sully, "Hey, I don't have time for stories right now, old timer, but I hope this is for you. I have this for you. You figure it could make up for me not staying for the story today." I'd given her some tea. I'd found a good amount of it, gave out to a few characters. Now, her eyes that were lit with the sparkle of a much younger arachnid slowly begin to fade into disappointment. Her toothless smile soon follows suit. After a moment, she takes the steaming cup from you, staring into the black liquid as if she's looking for answers. But alas, the tea does not speak. "Oh well, thank you," she says. She turns, placing the mug on the counter, and opens the fridge, pulling out some pies. "At least take these for your travels." She holds out the pies to you, desperation and loneliness in her eyes. "Stay safe." Well, mayhaps Grandma Sully does need some more compatriots. And that should finish up that one. Alright, well, we'll have to tell somebody about these pumpkin pies from Grandma Sully. And maybe we can bring back some friends. Who knows, maybe there's a gaggle of old ladies somewhere. Alright. Now I'm wondering, hold on. I am at the wrong place. Animal ratio was back the other way, alright. Way to go, me. That's 10 points for the idiot category. if I do remember correctly, we should be. There we are. There's the money. What do we got to see here? Well, hello, Roland. I'm Fern. I run this magical animal farm. It's nice to meet you. I've seen you pass through from time to time, but you don't seem like the type for a job. Then again, there's always work to be done on a farm. Now, I feel like I need to approach this with a slight southern drawl. Let's try this again. I've seen you pass through from time to time, but you don't seem to like the type for a job. Then again, there's always work to be done on a farm. She pauses for a moment, thinking. Think you could clean up after the animals for me? I'll give you, say, 5 diamonds a cycle. What'd you say? Dig out all of the podzol from the animal pen and replace it with grass blocks in the chest. Seems like a fair and easy quest. Roland is one for quest giving and quest taking. But that is a lot of podzol. Alright. You know what they say? That only the present. Oh god, look at it. Oh no. The horror. It's so dated. For anyone curious about the nightmare in my closet over there, from a very long time ago, a YouTuber named Nims Toots had put out an iron golem farm intended for way back towards 1.12.2 and older. This server is very old as to when I first tried to construct an iron golem farm, but nowadays we have advanced things like colorful sand, grass, and rainbows. Oh, it's my favorite. I need my 1.12.2 back. I need comfortability. But for now, quest doing. Chicken, we're gonna have to discuss this. Pig, you are not helping the problem. Ah, yes, this is just where everyone wants to go now. Lovely. None of you are helping. Solve that problem temporarily. Are we? Nope. 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 Yeah. The second I try to come back here and fix it, everybody's back in the hole again. Alright. Now, I don't want to ever come back here. But we don't know. I'm gonna be back here that next cycle. Because money. Alright. Should finish up that book. Character Roland, he's a little suave. Will flirt, probably fail, but you know, he'll try. It's like running a bard in almost any D&D game who has a charisma of negative. He's gonna try. He won't seduce the dragon, but he'll try. Alright, what else we have to do in the quest book here? Alright. Let's see what all Bobby has to say. Alright, Bobby, what you got for me? As you approach the house, you can hear a muffled, "Oh, a customer." You spot some movement through the windows and see Bobby quickly making his way through the house until there's a loud crash. Bobby's gone. Oh, he dead. After a moment, He stands back up, dusting himself off, and then makes his way quickly out to meet you. How can I? Oh, it's Roland, right? He rubs the back of his head and chuckles lightly at your leaf joke. Leaf, ha! I get it because anyway, you settling in? Looking to do some farming? Mayhaps. Alright. Well, we are definitely trying to seem nicer, but character's entire backstory really does revolve around being a mercenary for hire. Didn't matter if the job was clean or dirty. Many blood jobs would have been taken, so will be an intimidating individual, but hopefully the kindness of his new traits will shine through. For anybody who's wondering, inspiration from this character, whose name is Roland Windenthorpe, does take heavy inspiration from a comic series known as Release That Witch. The story revolves around an engineer who passed on and reincarnated into an entirely different world that had ample amounts of magic. It is a fantastic story. I really recommend you go take a read. But I am trying to base my character similar to that of where the individual known as Roland was a mercenary whose backstory involves being a noble whose household got destroyed in the Great War of this seed, destroyed many of the major known cities. There's tons of stories that go on and on throughout this world. Some of the builds aren't finished, so you can't go to the ruins quite yet, but one of my last player characters, known as Puppy, actually came from one of the major cities. He and his master were there the day of the storm. Puppy was a test subject in a lab. Everything went awry, and he climbed out of the wreck and ashes. Was found by the player group a decent amount of time after. His speech was pretty jarbled, but he learned to get along in society. Roland came from a different city, where nobility still held reins. He was a lesser noble group, or family, but ultimately still had power to lead all the same. My objectives for the character is to make sure that Roland will eventually be able to lead the town of Northtown, which is the town we are in currently. I'd like to see a prosperous advancement, and as part of the character piece goes, the reincarnator is myself. So my knowledge of Minecraft plus the backstory of Roland will combine together to make an interesting character, I believe. But who knows what it'll hold. I recommend sticking around to find out. Alright, now, back to quest book. What do we got? Alright, let's get to the blacksmith. Then after that, finish up in the magic shop. And thankfully, they're right next to each other. How's it going, Butch? That's my axe right there. Let's go. Apologies for constant notifications. Let's try to suppress that for you guys now. It appears I have a live viewer. How are we doing, viewer? I cannot see you on my chat display at the moment, but if you give me a few, I may be able to. I can answer your questions in live time. Oh, I have two watching. Somebody else is here. Exciting. Alright. Now, for the moment, let's get back to things. No problem, Roland. How's the mercenary work doing for you? Good, I hope. He takes the axe to the grindstone and begins sharpening it. This thing is dull, sheesh. You've been cutting through bone or solid steel? How do we respond? I believe this should do it. I'm just seeing the chat now. I appreciate it for the compliment about the voice. Hopefully I can get all of the characters down and be able to voice these things a little bit more epically. But for the time being, we'll just have to go with what we got. Alrighty, and I believe that should finish out my response. Ooh, you're gonna watch a million times. Well, you're gonna have all of the answers to all of your questions and statements way ahead of time now. I'm so happy for you. Let's fix that quick. Alright. Now that we got that down, let's head over with axe in tow to the magic shop. Actually, watching back, the delay isn't too bad. Alright, let's figure out which book is which. Alright, you know what? Let's just add some cartooniness to the reading on my side. Hey there, Carter. Seems like something happened to my trusty axe, and I'm in need of enchantments again. Can you help me get it back to its legendary status? Yeah. Carter chuckles. You always losing those things. Let me guess, you broke it this time. He shakes his head and starts going through some bookshelves. What are you looking for? Man, the disappointment is real. I feel like my father, who is just disappointed in all of my life decisions and my actions have just failed everything. It's a great time. Carter, you really know how to give it to me. Thank you. does remind me, I'm gonna have to go check and see what the price tag was for sharpening the axe. So we'll have to go back and check. But I believe for the most part, this should cover everything I need here. Yeah. So let's go back, take that care of. Ah, yes, I am drowning in a door. Alright, that should fix up that problem. Now there's no inconsistencies like Roland doesn't pay. Don't need any more negative karma. Alright, on to the main and final book. Ah, Roland, I'm glad I caught you. David was saying you were looking for work. I've noticed Ashtown and Torch Meadows just recently either built or upgraded their community centers. I kind of feel like we're getting left in the sand, so to speak. Was wondering if you were any good at building. I could provide you with any materials you may need. Just give me a list. If you'd be willing to build the community center, I could pay you, say, 50 diamond blocks. It's not like we have a local carpenter I can ask. Anyway, if you're interested, I'd like it to have a bulletin board area so that people can post requests or events, maybe job listings. A community kitchen would be nice for meetings. On that note, at least, one meeting room with tables and chairs, and a pavilion, a grand pavilion. All those other towns have one, and I'd like to be the best for events and the like holidays. So, what do you say? You up for the task? Am I up for the task? I wonder. I don't know. It seems like a pretty big piece. If I'm going to build a community center, I might want to have more jurisdiction in the town. But I don't know how he'll feel about that. And before I get too far into the book writing, I do see a second viewer in here. I know Crafty Sheep Gaming is one. I'm curious who you are, other stranger. Would like to say hi to you as well. Well, I can dream. But appreciate you letting me know. will have to get back to him in a tidbit. He should be understanding. Alright, well, that is an absolute mouthful of reading. So I'm sure that if you hadn't been reading along with me as I typed, you're going to have a fun time with that. Let's make sure we separate these into some more appropriate placements. Just to make sure we didn't get that wrong. Nope, all set. We'll ask that you prioritize taking care of that bottom one first, and then getting to the main bulk at hand. Other than that, it appears that it is time for us to head all the way into Torch Meadows. Might be smart to bring some extra food along, though. Let's go ahead and take care of that issue. And for anybody who is traveling along for the first time, this back here, the back of Dave's house, is my room. So let's get some extra food from the kitchen. I'm thinking chicken's a good idea here. Drop off some of my extra goodies into one of the many a dump chests. We'll put it in here for now. My stuff doing. Yeah. Well, that's not as super necessary now as there's a live recording of things, so as a mantle of things once passed, we're going to leave you right there. But it appears... oh, I might need to empty my pockets out. Don't want to go off on an adventure with full pockets. And my backpack looks pretty good. So let's make a stop in at my workplace. And drop off a few things. And trust me, the chest monster only grows bigger. It never gets better. Don't ever expect it to. This is life in the big city. Never enough room for anything. Alright. I believe we're all set now. Just make sure I got my book of books, because we know we're going to need that. There it is. And for now, let's just load that into the backpack. I can deal with it later. You know what? I'm feeling like some water today. It's been some very thirsty times. Thank you, water fountain. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. Alright. Here's the road we need to take to get back. Let's eat one last cheeseburger before we leave. Alright. Start the journey. Now, since I've got some time in between getting there and being here, even if we do start this run, let's take a look at the chat. Ooh, gonna make me a thumbnail. Exciting. Because I don't know how any of that stuff works. I am horrible at everything. I'm proud of myself. You hear that, future me who's come back to look at this video for nostalgia's sake? It's awful right now. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna get better anytime soon. Good luck. You do not realize how far the towns are from each other until you're forced to run it. Everybody out here with these elytras and angel rings that let them fly across the skies. No, we walk. We are the strong individuals. Our legs work. Did not skip leg day. Now, I've been here a few times. I know this area pretty well, but this is Roland's first time to the area, so we will be making very frequent stops. He's going to want to inspect everything. But as to not make this episode incredibly long, we aren't going to stop and do every single thing while on this one episode. So, as for visiting things like the Farmers Guild, we will come back in a separate stream I will boot up later on. For right now, we are only going to focus on the quest, and once the quest is over, we will find a stopping point, probably at a hotel. So, for now, perhaps smarter to find that first. As we are in Forever Day, canonically do need to find somewhere to sleep. Really begs the question, though. Oh God, who sits in the heavens and watches me and stares through that camera attached to my face. Is there anywhere that I can sleep here? Kind of in need of a bed. As the last time I checked, the only one available was somewhere in Fenrirstead, which, as last I've checked, is not open to the public. It appears you may be preoccupied with other things, but that sun never setting, sleep will need to happen eventually. Okay, we'll come back to this. It appears God has given me a revelation. Oh, praise to you, O great Sky Watcher. You observe me as I observe the chaos. We will be coming out here to Kevin's Masterful Tavern and Inn, a previous location owned back when this area was known as Puppy's Domain. Puppy being the previously played character who, let's Let's not get into his naming conventions. But it seems like a room may be open, so let's go figure out about checking in. Alright, well, I'm not seeing anything in regards to how much a room would cost. Ooh, but we do have many things on tap. Based on prices, let's just go double check the rooms, see if there's a price tag on here. Let's see, there's the room 104. It looks like it's intended for couples. Room 103. Ooh, blue, my favorite color. We're gonna have to stay there. Is anything space-wise? Ah, there's the extra sleeping for the drunkards. Alright. Alright, now, due to conversion rates, it is common that 9 emeralds equals 1 diamond. So, based on the kind of numbers I'm seeing here, if we were just go off on an assumption that 15 emeralds for mead is a high amount, and a steak meal is also a good amount, we could say that something around 25 emeralds a night is where we're sitting at roughly. So if we cut the corners and offer him, I'd say 2 diamond blocks, I believe that would tackle my stay for a more than long enough amount of time. Though I'm sure he can give me some better numbers later on, as I imagine the conversion rates wouldn't be too hard for him. Now, as far as things go, let's just go make claim to the room for the moment. I believe that should work out correctly. It's a fair amount of space. Carpet will be nice. As would be simply appropriate, we will put down the backpack. Don't need to carry this around everywhere we go. Alright. Yeah, that should work. Alright, everyone. Let's find a better angle for us. Yeah, I think that should work. Now, we got a lot done here. Figured that this is a good wrapping point. Could definitely come back in another episode here in a short bit after a good little break. Take the pup for a walk. Whole 9 yards. She's getting antsy over there. But we talked to a good number of people, conquered all those in the quest book, started a fair bit amount of story, and made some big propositions. Hopefully we can find some gifts for everyone to help soothe the mood after we return. But Torch Meadows seems to be where we will be residing for at least a little while. Now, hopefully all of you got to enjoy this, and you observed something nice today. How about for a good outro now? Oh man, time to think. Alrighty everyone, this was The Observer. Hopefully today you witnessed something spectacular. Stay tuned and hopefully you'll see something also amazing again in the future.